Oh, I think they fixed my account. Oh, nice. Hi. I think I'm live. Hi, you guys. Hello and welcome in. I should probably try and clean these up a little bit. I always forget to do that, so I put them on. So hello and welcome in. I got to go antique shopping today. Today was the Don Scott, well, it was this weekend, and I wanted to go yesterday for the first day. I can't imagine what all I missed, but we had a lot of snow. How much did we get? 3 inches? I think it said 5 inches, but I don't know. But it was bad when I woke up. So Randy wouldn't let me go. I'm like, can I just see if the interstates are clear? He's like, no, we're not going. So I pouted all day. So I got to go today. It was in Columbus, Ohio at the Don Scott Antique Market. They have it every month. It starts November, and usually I'm pretty sure February is the last one, but this time there was a note on the door. They're having one more in March. I know in Atlanta they have it, I think they have it year-round in Atlanta, but we don't here, but they're giving us an extra month, and I think it's an extra month. But anyway, if you guys can see here, well, this is like website stuff, and look at this stack of linens that I got, like a huge stack. So it's going to take me a little bit to go through all of it, but I did go antique shopping and hit a lot of linen. I saw one cutter quilt, but it was still too expensive, so I didn't get it. It wasn't amazing, so I didn't pay up for it, but I did get this. It's like the topper of a quilt. I thought that would be fun to craft with for somebody. I found just lots of pretty linens. Let's see, what was this one? Let's see, there's the price, $3.50. Which I thought was a pretty good deal. It's got those real pretty little bumps on it, and I was thinking it might be perfect to put over an egg. I have some more eggs on order from Factory Direct Craft, so I'm excited for them to get here. And then let's see, I don't know, I don't have a price on it. I found these little things. They were $6 each. No, they weren't. Here it is. Oh, it was $12. Yeah, $6 each. But I thought those would be a neat little, like, put a clock face in each thing and put it on something. I don't know, or a button, or I don't know. And then these were interesting. They're little ovals. They were $14, and you put your glass in here to catch the sweat. Now, who would think that they thought of this like a long time ago? But they're old, so it's kind of cool. I mean, I think they're old. I guess they could be fairly new and just stained. You know, who knows? For messy people. And then I got this one. Let's see how much this one was. This one was $6, and it was just different, and I thought it would make the cutest little skirt. Like, see? Like, you know, a layer of a skirt for something. I just was like, I'll take it. Oh gosh, yes. And then look at these. So I found this lady had these little, like, for my patchwork, for my my eggs, that was $1. This tatting was $1. I didn't say anything. I just took every envelope she had. That was $1. These were $1. These will be great. Now they need stained, I know that, but pretty neat for little patchwork stuff. They were all $1. And then these were $1 a piece. This was $2. Great for patchworking. And then there was this one, and my favorite one, of course the tatting is always favorite, but look at this velvet flower. It's velvet. Only you probably can't tell in the bag, but it was only $1. So I was like flipping out, excited about her little booth. And then look at this. I found this. I got this for one of you. I don't know who, but I'll be putting this on the website, or I might just do it in a sale. But it's all, I'm going to say needlepoint, but it's in perfect condition, and it's big. Like, it would fit the base of a chair, and I love the neutral color of it. And I thought that would really match even a burlap back. Or whatever, leave the back wood, like on an old rocking chair. It's in perfect condition, and you never see things like this that are that great of shape. So I picked this up. I don't need it, but I thought one of you might. Let's see. I did pick up these handkerchiefs, again thinking about possibly trying to figure out how to do something with them. You love the velvet flower, me too. So these were $5 a piece, but see the texture in them, and I thought to do like some sort of, I was thinking of an egg like we did with the embroidery, but I don't know if you can tell how raised. Yeah, you can see it's all raised. So I bought, how many of these did I buy? 4. This is one. Oh, what's this one? Yeah, this one just, oh no, it's got it all over. She folded them really neat. How she irons and presses everything. And then here's the last one. But I thought those were, I could make a collage or something on something with those. And then these, I always pick these up when they have the bigger, you know, the bigger lace around the edges, because it always makes such a nice little skirting. So those are really the handkerchiefs that I try and get and keep. But see, it makes just such a nice, like I can cut that down and make a nice little ruffle. And this, there was one in here that had hearts all over it. Let's see. Yeah, right here. I thought this was pretty cute. They're raised. So I'll probably put that in the Valentine box and just do something with it next year. But they're all around the edge. So I don't know. Her stuff is so crispy. Like, I know she goes to all that trouble. And Julie's like, well, Julie wasn't able to go with me today. I went by myself, and I was texting her what all I got. And she's like, just put that starch stuff in the washer. It'll come out. So, yeah. Oh, you have doll houses. Nice. Yes, you could just frame it like it is, especially the way she pressed them out. It's very pretty. And then I picked up this little scale. I was trying to look for some decor pieces to do a walk on my website since I had so many new things come in. And then I found one of these. I'm gonna offer it to Terry Reno. I think she's the one that I have her name on it. But I found this, and you guys know I put the little nest in here, and then I put the big egg in it. And I have one here for another project. Oh, but this is rough because this is just kind of ready. It's not, it's a mess, but it'll be beautiful when I'm done with it. But anyway, you know how you put your egg in there. So I'm going to see if Terry wants it, but she's been wanting mine. I think it was her, whoever it was. I think it was her. I finally found one out in wild, so I don't have to feel guilty about keeping mine. And then, I don't know, I wonder, I need to send this to Chastita and see if she knows anything about this jar. I love this jar of clay marbles. Now, you guys know I like clay marbles. Is it Connie? Okay, I just know it's a vaporizer is all I know. But I loved the jar. Maybe Connie, you might know about this jar. It says Eureka Jar Company, Boston, Massachusetts. I'll have to look it up. I don't know, but I loved, it was very expensive. It was marked $85. And so today was the last day of the sale. So when you go on the last day, you do miss things that, you know, you miss things, but you also have everybody's, like if it's something heavy, they're like, I'll give you a deal on anything heavy. So anyway, I got it for $65. So I was happy. $60 was in my mind. I thought, boy, if he comes down to 60, I'll take that. But usually these clay marbles are at least $1 a piece. Usually $1 a piece. I would never go more than $2. But what I liked about this, most of them are that earthy stone color, but then there was all kinds of colorful ones mixed in. And you know, if you've been following me, you know I have a whole bowl full of them. I know I've sold some down to you guys before, but I'm pretty level right now with my bowl. And I really think I want to keep that in that jar. I just thought something about the jar caught my attention more than the marbles themselves. And then I found a really unusual clock face. This is all metal. It's all metal. And so I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. I think I'm going to put like a tiny clock face here and here, and then maybe a medium-sized one here. I'm not going to do, you know, a whole lot of anything, but just a little, probably just those 3 things, and then take a look at it and see what I think. But I thought it was awesome, and I stole it for $5. So I was holding my breath. I thought, please don't be 45. Please be like 20 bucks. You know, I kept thinking it'll be 45. It'll probably be 60, you know, because these things are very expensive, and, or can be. And the guy, he was a clock dealer, and he said, you know, I've had that for years. And he said, I've never been able to find the clock to fit it. So he, oh no, Shayla, that one's mine. And he said, how about $5? I about fell over. I was like so flabbergasted. I was just like trying to get to my purse and trying to find $5 and trying to act cool and calm, like, I suppose, but I was dying inside. So I was super excited about that one. And then this, I found a scale, one of those scales, 85, but that's what I paid for mine. I have mine hanging with so I put a big gauge on mine, and then I put an arch of greenery on here, so like you would take this apart, put some going that way and some going that way, but it was like this, and then I have like, well, you could hang, and it's not this big because you got to see the thing, but it's kind of like that, and then, you know, hang something off of the bottom of it. And I absolutely loved this. I have one, like I said, and it's one of my favorite things. And this one's kind of nicer than mine in that the brass is showing. The first one that I bought, okay, so we'll talk about this. So in case you guys see one of these out in the wild, this is a furrier's scale. Now this guy wrote that it was a buffalo hide scale. I don't think I would go quite that far. However, the way he explained it to me is it can go up to 306 or 350 pounds. Now, so I don't know if I'm just not strong enough, but yeah, this one I'm not able to pull. I don't know. It's not attached. I don't know. But this one is. So this one on this side goes up to 350 for a larger animal, and then this side goes up to 40, and you use this for the smaller. Can you see it moving? So yeah, so we'll see how strong am I. I am 2 pounds. So anyway, I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I picked it up again. I don't know if I have any names on mine, but I'll have to look. But it was too good of a treasure to pass up for somebody. So it's just what I have, you know, what I have in it. This is a really great book. It is, oh, it's really nice. Grittender's Bookkeeping Counting House Edition. So what I liked about this book, and I just want to show you, when I'm looking at books, of course I love, you know, the fancy writing. Someone's doodled around with their fancy writing. But what was more to me, and I know I've talked to you guys about this, but instead of it being just a book like this, like a regular novel type book, it's got very interesting pages and fonts. And see, it's all super interesting. Like they're all different. Practical form questions, deposit clerks, and then they get into this stuff like how to do ledgers. You see, all of the pages are super interesting, so they'll be great to craft with. Here they pressed a leaf. I love finding things like this. Sometimes you'll find 4-leaf clovers, but see where that leaf has stained the pages? That's so awesome. But yeah, it's all different. Like that said cash book. And then we're into ledger. See what I'm saying? As I flip through it, I always, if you see me, when I see a neat looking jacket on a book on the outside, or if it looks old, I'll flip through it, and just, if I see stuff like this, I pick it up, and it goes in our old page packets, or old paper packs on my website. So that'll be a nice book to add pages to. And then let me show you, before I get too far away, I got some more greenery in for the website. And this piece is I'm super stoked about this. So if you know anything about millinery flowers, the flowers that are on old ladies' hats and things, look how much this looks like old hat millinery flowers, but it's not. It's a new wreath. I don't have the measurements. I'll do it when it's not on the website yet. They were here when I got home last night, so I was able to get everything priced. I just need to take pictures and measurements and get them on the website, and I'm going to work on that when we get done. But anyway, look how great. Like if you were to do this egg up in Victorian, you know, look how cool that would be. And then you could, of course, could leave it out year round. They're candle rings, but I absolutely love the vintageness of this. I'm going to go back in and see if they have picks and other pieces that match it, because, you know, it's hard to find. I did, Linda. So anyway, yeah, love that. I did, Linda. I'm getting to it. And then I got this in, which is absolutely amazing. Look at this one. Love all of the bits and pieces to it. Love this furry, like everything is a little bit different. That's a great one. And then I think I showed you that one. Anyway, this one, I curled these little tendrils just a bit that have I just wrapped it around my finger. But you could do wrap them around a pencil and really get some movement going. But I love this pick as well, especially for our vintage decor. And so you would just tuck this behind your lamp. I'd cut this back a little bit so you don't have that great big stump. But I mean, in your greenery, in with, you know, some sticks or whatever, I just love. So I'm so thrilled with this order. It was absolutely beautiful. This was a really nice plop. It's like a bird's nest plop. And it's just variegated greens. You've got some sticks in there, but love that as well. And then if you liked the other blue plop and you were one of the girls that ordered it, check this out to go with. Now this is big and super nice. But yeah, this is a good one. It was a little bit pricey, but I went ahead and got it because I knew the company and I knew it would be a stunner. And it truly is. So anyway, I think it would go really great with the other one. Actually, I should side by side picture them so that you could see them. But for this one to be down on your table and then the other one to be up on a candle, on a candlestick or on some books or something, I think they would go really great together. So there's that. And then I found this little stamp. It has, so that's all I got for the website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new things. Yeah. So it was a T for Tammy, but then it had ton, toy, to, tin, tie. And then it has some soldiers and it has some animals. And then it has an H for hid, him, hug, hog, hit. And I thought it was just super cute. It's a little bit metallic paint, a little bit. And the corners are kind of fancy with little squares. And I'm just going to set it in with my decor. But I loved it, even though it's blue. I still love it. So I got that. And then I found this. Now, it's upside down to me. It was $90 for this jar. And she came down to $60. The jar, the stamp, and these 3 books were $60. And we'll get to them in a minute. But so she came down from $90 to $60 and gave me the stamp and the 3 books was what I had in my hand. It was $60 or $70. It could have been $70. I think it was $60. I didn't write it down. But she said it's from the 1700s. And it was a very nice booth. But this was the only piece that I saw of this stuff. And it says J.B. Thorne, O-H-E-M-I-S-T, Omist, London, John A. Tarrant, New York, sole agent for the United States. So this is actually the bottom. And I didn't ask her if it was unearthed or anything like that. I'm assuming it was, but you know, it's stained. It's definitely crazed. You can see the crazing there. There was a chip here and here, but but the thing is, it sits like this, so it just sits plainly. So I didn't love that part about it. But she said to just turn it over like that and maybe lay your lid to the side. Yeah, I could do that. So, because if you set it like this, it wobblies around a little bit. Unless I put it on like one of these doilies that has the ring, and maybe I can get it to set in there just right. I don't know. But I love it, and I think it's going to go great with my other black and white printed things that were from England. So I think that's going to be great. Okay, I found a booth with a bunch of baby clothes. I bought a coat. Oh, it's in the other room. Shoot, I forgot to bring that in here. I was messing around to see what I might want to do with it. But I loved this big floppy bow on this little bonnet. I absolutely loved it. So I bought this for the bow. It was $12. I bought it for the bow. And then, but in looking at these things, look, I get all of this lace, right? And then I could get a second bow out of this fabric if I wanted another bow. Well, that was a terrible bow. But and then the fabric itself on this little hat is actually very pretty, lots of texture. So, but yeah, how cute is that? Can you imagine? I love it. And then I picked this up. And I loved the rip. I loved the texture. I loved the ruffle at the bottom. I pictured putting it over a book cover, something like that. And then what a great background that is, and maybe having the ruffle off to the side. So when I cut this, I'm hoping to be able to cut it somewhere along this edge, and then see the string that was in it. I'll be able to pull the string and ruffle it, whatever you call it. See that? And I can make this part be flouncy or whatever. Yeah. Oh, someone would like me to put that pin tucks. Okay. I had no idea, but I loved it. It's super duper old. I kind of regret not buying more. They had a lot of children's clothes, like long dresses and stuff. I just don't know how you guys are with that. I just wasn't sure, so I just bought the ones I wanted. Anyway, they had a bunch. They'll be there next month, so I can get more. Okay, then she called this, let's see if the name is on here. It was some doll that I'd heard of. Not Madeline, Madam, let's see, Southern Belle, Madam Alexander. That did nothing for me. I don't know anything about that, but I did love the ruffle here, and it's a nice shade of green. So it would be really cute. Oh, you did. It would be really cute to cut this like top part off, and then I'll have like a couple of snaps that will go great in something. But what I really wanted was this little hat, because I wanted these millinery flowers is what I wanted. So I was excited to get that, and I absolutely love it. And then there was a little pair of pantyhose and a little pair of bloomers. I don't want them, but like I said, I really wanted the hat. Oh yeah, Scarlett O'Hara. Yeah, maybe so. It's a fancy hat, but I really wanted that. I really wanted all of that off of that hat. So it was, to me, it was a little expensive, but I know how the flowers are, so it was good. Okay, now you're gonna laugh at this, and we're gonna see how this goes. This guy had this jar, and I kind of was keeping my eyes peeled. It says Galloway Irish Crystal Jar. It was $28, and the lid is on pretty tight. Like, it's not airtight. It doesn't have a ring around it, but I'm gonna put my Mod Podge in it. Let's see, so it'll look prettier when I'm Mod Podging for you guys. So we'll see. I'm gonna try it, and if not, I have a very pretty jar, and I'll be happy. Oh, you're right. That hat would look cute on a bunny. All done up already. Done. Let's see what else. Okay, so then speaking of hats, this was the only hat I found. I was hoping to find some with velvet flowers on them or velvet leaves, and I did find these velvet leaves on this hat. He wanted $20 for it. I didn't want to pay $20 for it, but it was a lot of leaves, And you know that the millinery, the old millinery flowers and things are very expensive. There is a little piece of tooling here, a little bit of tulle, not much, it's pretty tattered, but it was $20. Here's a little bit more. And then it seemed to me there was a bow. Oh, here's a little bit more of it. This is kind of coming off, but I think I can salvage some. But as far as flowers go, I don't think there's much. I wouldn't have given more than 20. 20 is like my top dollar for these hats, but the fact that they were velvet was just amazing, and the color was amazing, so I went for it. And this isn't great, but this lady had like the whole bag, so I bought a whole bag of lace. I'll probably get rid of that, but you know, I was looking for lace. That and this is all I saw, and then those little dollar ones. That's all the lace I saw. Everything else was doilies. But I bought this. It's an extra wide tatting, so I thought that was super cool. And then look at this colored one, like super cool. Now they were $10 a strip, which isn't terrible. But yeah, so I need to iron that to make it more like this. But yeah, I love that. So Christmas, Valentine, I'll do something with that for sure. Love that. Then, okay, so you know how I got doorknobs the last time? I got more doorknobs because I decided I wanted to keep that doorknob. So I got more. Look at this. This guy had all glass ones, and I had bought quite a bit of doilies and stuff from them. So I said, if I take them all, how much? So I got all of those. He dealt with me pretty good. So then I have these. I bought 3. I love this one. Of all, right? You guys are like, I can't believe you picked that one, the worst one. But I loved this one, and then I loved this one next, and then this one. But for tops of bottles, again, these things are awesome. So, and you just have to either look back at old videos or trust me. Trust me and hang around, and we'll do some more, I promise. Okay, probably, I mean, you can see I got a lot of little treasureful things. I love the jar with the marbles, but it's just kind of going to blend in. It's not like anything. I'll try to lift this up a little bit. Not really anything great. This is probably my treasure. And you're all going to think I'm crazy. I'm starting just a little collection. I haven't cleaned it yet. It's dirty. But it was $125. And it had a little bit of writing on the back. And I can't make it out. But there was a little bit of writing on the tape. He was sure it was that crazy hair guy that I tell you guys about all the time. And it's very old glass. The glass is just dancing awesome. So to tell, it was kind of hard in there with the lighting, and the same with my lights right now. But in the right lighting, so you kind of have to kind of move around and look across the glass and see if you can see, but like right here, I can see pits and bubbles, and there's a big one right there. It's really great glass. So don't be afraid to do this at the show. There's a couple down here, all kinds of things. Let me see if you guys can see any of it. I doubt it. No, too much reflection. No, but that's how you do it. So I was in Columbus at the Don Scott Antique Mall, or the antique show. It's an antique show. They have it November, December, January, February, and this year they're going to have it in March also. So I'm super stoked to go back. Now with this gal, I love her. She was very expensive, but this is kind of I kind of wanted her to have something more special. And because someone's already torn the paper off of the back, I think what I'm going to do is pop the nails out. And let me see. There were 2 things that I saw after I bought it. One was in this book. I flipped through the book just to see. And there was this handwriting. William, Wyoming. I can't tell what this says. William, Wyoming. Mint. I can't tell what it says. Anyway, I was really just looking at the writing. I'm not even sure it says what. It says WM. Looks like Wyoming to me. But I didn't even hold it in here. But doing something like that, this is too big. This isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to keep looking. But something, I want something like that, like smaller. I could shave it down a bit, but yeah, I bet I could. But I thought it might be cool to add something to make it look even better. I love it, but oh no, seriously? Oh well. Anyway, so there's that. And then I love this book. I saw a book, you guys, I'm so sorry. I saw a book earlier at the Crazy Hair Guy's place, and he still wants $125 for it. And I told you I absolutely love it. But I found this German Bible, and I really loved it. It was $20. So you compare $125. His was much more bold writing, but this is pretty good, and it's German, and it'll be great in our paper packs as well. There's already a lot of German in there. I mean, several different things, but hi Mom, I know. So anyway, I bought this one for all of us to share. And then I picked up a ruler because it was advertising on both sides. So I love that. You guys will have to help me. I know, that's what I thought, Susie. I was pretty happy. And then, you know, I have these little books. A lot of you have bought my little books. Well, I found them in green, like a really deep shade of green. The Coming of Arthur by Alfred Tennyson, Oscar Wilde, The Ballad of Reading Gaol, Sherlock Holmes, poems, Memories of President Lincoln by Walt Whitman. There's just on and on and on. And then what I like about them is the size, and it is like nice little pages to, you know, pull out and add to your decor. So I'll be putting these on the website too. Let's see. Where is the attic resale? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Okay, good, because I don't know what you're talking about. I picked up a few, I don't know why I bought this. I just thought it was cool. Like for the top of a tassel. Oh, the buttons were very expensive. They were very expensive. I paid $60 for one jar, $38 for the 2 medium jars, and $22 for the little one. So I paid, right? Yeah, $22. So I bought these. I thought for tassel tops they would be pretty great. And then this could go like in one of our baskets or something, but it's old and it's cool. Look, I have some blue fur on there. Yeah, it's just fur, but it's all the right color and it's all the right look, so I bought it. I thought it was a neat bag. Okay, so remember my casket key? I found another one, but this one doesn't say casket on it, so somebody will like this one a lot better. It says I-903, and it says Presto Light, and then it says made in the USA. So this is great coming out of a pumpkin, so I love that. So I probably don't need another one, but we'll see. So the little jar of buttons was just tiny ones, and that's why I bought it. It was a lot, but that's why I bought it, because they are tiny and a lot of them still had the strings in them. So I absolutely loved it, and so I bundled them. So I said, what if I buy all of these? So they gave me a little bit of a deal, but not a whole lot. But anyway, so yeah, I've already got a ton of buttons online for you guys. But that one was almost all white. This one was almost all white. And then this one was a nice mix, but it looked like it had a bunch of old ones with it. So, and you can see the strings in them. So it'll be fun to go through them and see what we got. And you kind of just, when you get a chance to get the really old ones, you can mix those in with the not as old ones, and they're all white, and it's just like filler. They're good. So let's see here. What am I missing? So I got a bunch of papers. We're not, since that fella's here, we're not going to mess with that. He's probably jumping around to everybody. But I picked up some old papers, lots of old papers. This was $5 for this little stack. But again, something else that I can craft with and I can add to our book, you know, some of the book things. And then there was a whole stack of letters. It was $20 for this box, and I thought they were all good. I haven't gone through them. I just grabbed them. So we'll see. Buttons have gotten crazy expensive, yes. It's a little bit harder to keep my price at 20. So, okay, here we go. So that's just a bunch of letters to go through. We'll see what I have there. I don't know. So let's show you the books that I got with that London piece. Look at this little, I just loved these. So this is one book. You do a lot of schlepping to find these things, but look at this. I'm going to copy this and make it a printable for our group. Love and love. I have to. I mean, I can't not share this. It's so good. I don't know what all it says. You could have given your brightest days and all the men called sweet to be the air that round her plays, the ground beneath her feet. I don't know, I think it's going to be wonderful. I can't wait to sit and go through and devour all of this stuff. So here's another one. It says Sunlight Hours, and it looks like chrysanthemums, right? That's what it looks like to me, chrysanthemums. And then it says Sunlight Hours, and then it's that. And nature everywhere, gaining beauty from the light, and on their faces all the things bear the impress of its might. The human heart partakes of earth's bright sun wrought bliss, from sadness into rapture breaks beneath the sunbeam's kiss. Ye sunlight hours abide, let no dark moments dwell, steal all of your hearts in your bright tide, and every shade dispel. Pretty. It's a lithograph, London, artistic lithograph company from London, printed in Munich, and there is, I don't see a date. There's no date. No date, and something fell out of it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Oh, let's see what fell out of here. Oh, The Palace of Love, and it's a poem. Nice. It's a long one, so I'm not going to read it. Okay, so there's that one. And then I got this one. I absolutely loved. Look at that. That paper looks like lace, and it's just like tattered cut. It's beautiful. Home Sweet Home, printed in New York. And then the pages are just really soft. So yeah, anyway. So there's that one. No date again. So I got those 3 books. I showed you those books. I showed you that and that. I showed you all of that. And then I've got to show you this. Okay, so at the top of my page here is my Amazon store. Would this be under, it might be under gadgets. Probably wouldn't be under clothing. It's probably under gadgets. It wouldn't be under crafting supplies. You might have to buzz through to find it. It was $40. I added this to it. Today was the first day I got to use this bag. Not yet. So today is the first day I got to use the bag, and it has wheels. So I carried it like a, you know, it's a little heavy. It's like you have a bottle of water in a tote bag. That's about how heavy it is. Maybe a bottle of water in your wallet. I don't know, like a bottle of water, maybe 2. It's not super heavy, but what I love about it, so I shopped, I carried it around, I shopped and shopped, and then when it was starting to get heavy, I put it down, and I can reach, like I went like this for a while and drug it around with me, and then when I got to the button lady, look at what this does. So it unzips. So anyone that is an antique, whoops, going the wrong way, an antique shopper, you got to get this. I'm telling you, you got to get this. Look, it extends and I spent the rest of the day walking around like this. And I had all of this stuff except my linens. I had a TJ Maxx, one of those TJ Maxx vinyl bags, but I was able to drag this around, and it was at least 60 pounds. It was all I could do. Let's put it this way. It was all, I mean, I had the book, those marbles, all of these keys, all of those buttons, the jars, all of these, the knobs. Trying to see what all that little glass jar, like everything was in here, everything, except the linens. I kept the linens in that other bag to keep them clean. Anyway, and then this CC sticker, it's an iron-on patch, and it's from Il Fait Jour, is a company Debbie Rigg found with Czech Savvy Live, Czech Savvy Sisters, I don't know, whichever one's not the group. Anyway, it's online, and so I ironed on these little emblems over top of the sticker. Love that bag. So you guys, I had a couple people stop me, and I gave them the link to it. It was amazing. They were like, "What? Where did you get your bag?" So they were like, "I love the wheels. It's the perfect size." And it won't work for outdoor shopping in the gravel and stuff. It works on concrete. So when you're going to an indoor show, that's when you need that bag. And I think it was like $38, but it is absolutely worth it. I'm so glad I got it. So glad. I thought to myself, I'd give $40. Someone had a bag, a booth with those, I'd have bought them. Okay, so I got you guys some rabbit tails. So I found this scarf, Linda, you spotted it already, and it's real rabbit fur. It's kind of heavy. Like, I don't think, I would, like, the lady thought I should wear it. She's like, I have one I kept and I wear it. I'm not wearing it. And it's heavy. But I thought they're great rabbit tails. So, and Linda sent me some white ones exactly like this. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. But the lady was not cheap. It was $75. Yes. No, they're the same. Linda, I'll have to send you some of these. Do you have this color? Because if you make a rabbit, like this is a great color too. I love the white ones that you sent, but I love that these were a different color. So I had both, that I had some to offer. She didn't have any other colors. So I got that. And then I did miss one thing here to show you. I forgot. This was another treasure for me. It is a bag of millinery flowers, old flowers. They're all old, off of ladies' hats. I could not believe I found it. Sherry Eddy, who comes and crafts here sometimes, now this is just dried, but it's a great dried. She found some at a yard sale. She walked in with a big bag like this at a yard sale. I'm sure I paid more for mine, but they're amazing. And what's this say? Let me see. $15 for just this, and I paid $20 for the whole bag. I was so excited. I was so excited. So are these velvety? Let me see. I haven't looked at them, you guys. I literally unpacked and went live. Yes, they're velvet. Oh my gosh, I'm even happier. So these are just old, pretty old flowers. You guys can get new ones. You can miss them. Exactly what I did, but now that I have all of these, I'll probably have to sell you guys those because I don't need them. Now those are dumb. I don't want those. Those are like plastic. I don't think I want those. But yeah, look at all of these. Oh my gosh. Look. Lily of the Valley. I'm gonna be more excited. I'm so excited to see that in there. Anyway, yay. So excited. Old sewing tools. No. Yeah, she got them at a garage sale. One of those big like route garage sales that she drove to, and she spent the night. I dropped half of them. She spent the night. These are amazing, you guys. But these are millinery flowers, and it's what you find on the old hats. Or on, I showed you on that bride and groom thing. Gosh, I look awful. Bride and groom cake topper. A lot of times you can find them on those too. So that's the only two places I know to look, really. So then the other stuff here, just maybe here a little bit closer, maybe. So I hit the jackpot on keys. So I'm so excited. This got everybody's keys for $5 a piece, $4 a piece. If you bought so many, you could get them for $3 a piece. And I've had them on my website forever for $3 a piece. So I kind of wanted to keep them at that. And Crazy Hair Guy had a jar, and he says, I don't know how many's in the jar, but since I bought the picture, he said I could have this for $50 and this for $50. So I am able, I think there was more in the jar than he thought. So I'm totally able to put more keys on there and keep them at our $3. So I'm super stoked about that. I found these pins. Now they used to be a couple bucks. These were $5 a piece. They're not, if any of you guys that have bought these in the past, take them off your projects before you get rid of your projects, because now they're like gold. They're like $20 a piece, and I won't give it since I used to pay, you know, a couple bucks. So $5 a piece was a deal. And then this was $20. I kind of paid up for it, but I thought it would look good on the top of a bottle or just resting like in front of my big clock. Or I have another one in my, it's a little bit bigger. I like it better. But this was $20, and it's from a car. When they're extended like this, seem to be the secret to tell it's from a car, because my other one is too. But they're a car clock, an old car clock, and so I kind of love it having that handle to prop it or to put it down in something, and it kind of holds. So I got that. You know, sometimes. You know, when you're going along and you're like, I'm not really finding anything. So then you buy something like that because you want to get something. And then as you go along, you find things. I was like, oh, I really didn't need that or that. But I do love it. So had I found that later, I don't know. I might not have given him 20 bucks for it. And this too. So, you know, I have my fishing stuff downstairs. It's been a very long time. Oh, that's awesome, Linda. That's even better. I have fishing stuff in the basement, all vintage, love it. And I saw this little reel. It was $20. It's all brass, but it was just little. And the lady said, what will you do with that? And I just love the size of it. And I think I have 3 on my wall, maybe 4. I'm not sure. But I didn't find any bobbers. But usually what I do is mount this to the wall and then hang a little a bobber, wooden bobber, or 2 or 3 little chippy bobbers. And it makes a really great look. And I know that's totally weird, but you know, my kids grew up on a boat. We were always at the lake with our friends, and so it was pretty awesome. So I did my basement in vintage, started with vintage boat license plates, and then it just grew from there. I started falling in love with these bobbers, and you know, Julie thought I was crazy, and now she's got bobbers. It is funny because the silhouettes, I thought she was crazy, and now I'm loving them. So, you know, you acquire, you learn things from your friends, right? So I got a couple of old buckles to do Santas. I really wanted this one because it's got the belt already, so I can do a Santa. It's the perfect size, like the teenier the better. And then she threw this one in. Which is metal. It's metal, but it's also very small. So I said, okay, that's fine. If you're throwing it in, I'll take it. So let's see here. So the keys, I kind of went quick on the keys, but so I have some kind of bigger ones, not a whole lot. And then I still have this big one that somehow didn't get claimed. All the other ones sold real quick. This one is $25, and I still have it, so I'll put it, I might just put it in the sale. It makes it easier for me, but I do still have one big chunky dog, and I can show you the difference. Like, this is a normal one, and look, there's the difference. So these were still going 25 to 35. Yeah, they were all day long. So they had, whenever you would see them, I mean, they didn't have them everywhere, but so then I picked this up, and you're just gonna have to trust me on this. But I did pick her up to dress the girls in my group. That's our next project, and I'll show you. I'll show you all when we're done. And then I picked up another necklace. You know, I have a few necklaces on my website. I didn't look at a bunch, but I did pick up one more. And then this, I didn't have my glasses, and I thought, I think this looks good. I think it looks old. I was looking at this side of it, and I didn't pick it up. And I felt like the pearls looked kind of old, right? And so then when I flipped them over, it had like this hand-painted beadwork. There was three. Was there three? One, two. I felt like there was three. I guess there's only two. Anyway, maybe there's one in my bag still. But anyway, it was $2. He sold me that for $2. So that'll be great on one of our crafts for sure. I loved it. And then I had another lady, I paid more for these, but I found her early in the morning, and I picked myself up some little keys, because you know I love the little keys on my projects, because I like the little things. So I picked me up some of those. And then the lady, oh shoot, the lady with, here it is. I think I dropped two things. Oh well, let's see. The lady, I'll find it. The lady, it was a clock face. I didn't have too much luck with clock faces. I'm going to keep all of these. They were $4.50 a piece. I found another guy, and he had them for $4 a piece, but I just didn't need them. And these were a lot older, but I love the look. So I have a bunch of these on my website already, but these were like a little bit bigger. So I kind of like those for my stash. And I got one thing of pearls just because it was, I needed, if you bought 10 items, you got them for $2. So I got that. And this guy had these little cards, just a few of them, but I thought those would be cute to add on something. I don't know. Okay, Shayla, look at the website, see what you think. You know, and then I got these. I didn't get a whole lot of jewelry, and then I got this. There wasn't a lot of crusty stuff. No, that's nice and crusty. I like that. And then I got a couple of bags of clock parts. So I kind of want to look through and see what's in here, and but they're great for you guys to put in a little dish and then tuck one of your faces. You know, tuck a clock face in there. She said one of the bags, one of the bags. She said it had clock faces in it, so it was more expensive. But I want to go through them, and I'll put the parts in one and then add the faces to the other. But yeah, so there's that. And then that's, if you saw anything out, anything else, I have some stuff out for a sale in the group. So yeah, I always do our sales first in there. So anyway, yeah, so now I did this tonight so that I could have the evening to put it away, because I start a big paint job tomorrow, and we're like all week. And I don't have any larger, Shayla. I mean larger like large, like this larger? Is that what you mean? I don't have any like big ones. I'm still watching for those for myself, actually, to be honest. So anyway, that's what I have. I think I'll get the greenery on the website first, and then work on getting prices on all of this so that while it's fresh in my mind. And then I want to sit and look at the buttons. So, oh, Connie, I don't really know. I just found it at one of the shows. It's silver. That's all I know. So I clean it every once in a while. Kind of big, but I like it. I don't know. I can't remember. Did I get it at a show? Can't remember. I've had it for a long, long time, and it hasn't fit for a long time. I've lost a little bit of weight, so I'm again trying on everything, and you know, my belts are getting bigger, and yeah, I mean, I can actually wear a belt again, and yeah, my ring fits, so I'm like, yay! So I'm wearing it. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have. But I hope you enjoyed. I think I put in the title of the description that we would do some decor ideas. I guess I really didn't. I did more crafty ideas, so I guess I'll take that part out. But anyway, I didn't know what you never know where you're going to end up going. But I hope you guys loved everything. I hope I didn't waste your time and we gave you some ideas of what to be watching for, and you know, prices that are good, or you know, what's too much or whatever. That always helps me when I, you know kind of have a guide, because sometimes someone's like extra high, and then you know when someone's cheap, like when it's a deal. If you don't need it, it's a deal, so you need to get it. So thank you. So you guys, thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. I'm sorry we had our skunk man in here earlier. I don't know what he wrote. I didn't see it. He's notorious for coming in writing terrible things so that everybody can see it, and then he deletes it right away, so you can't get to him to block him. So he's probably going to be my friend for a long, long time here, and I hate it. I talked to one of the other girls that does these, and her suggestion was just to take all my lives to my group for a while and just go MIA, but I hate to do that. I hate to do that to you guys. So we'll see, you know, if it gets too bad. I know a couple of you reported him, and so I didn't, but I may need to try and reach, but to try to get a hold of Facebook is impossible. I do have a screenshot of his name and stuff, so a couple of you guys sent it to me, and I'm thankful for that. But I apologize. There's just nothing you can do. Yeah, Marilyn, I do know to ignore them when they say things, but this one's extra bad. So he's extra bad. I didn't see him tonight, thank goodness, because when I read like what you guys say, when I read, I read one of his things halfway through before I realized what I was saying, and so I'm sure he got a kick out of that. So kind of have not been watching the comments because I was super flustered, and I don't think I've done a video since then here. It was terrible. So anyway, but I had to share this with you. It was worth the risk, and I'm sorry that he was here. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm going to get to work, get done whatever I can. I'm going to try to get that greenery on first thing for anyone that might want something, because some of them came in sixes. 6. That was a 6. That was one item was 12, so they don't get very many of them. So I need to get them on there. Yeah. So I'll see you all later. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And again, my apologies for the creeper. I'll see you next time. Bye.